and to support Joanne Lyles' mother for this grand opening of this ribbon cutting for this transitional house. I want to thank God for this amazing opportunity for us to help our veterans in the community, and know that there's other organizations that are popping up all across the country that I see on a weekly basis. I don't pay much attention to the news, but I'm hearing more and more about these transitional houses popping up across the nation. So there's definitely a need for them, and it's God's work that we're doing here. So we ask for your prayers. I'd like to thank Joanne Lyles for coming out to be here for this special day. It was 9 years ago today that we lost Jordan. And our guest of honor speaker, Sergeant Major Bob Burns, will be speaking on that here shortly. I just wanted to continue to give thanks to everybody who's helped out. My wife Renee, everybody who supported this is out there right now. Big thanks to the Brown Family Ministry for supporting us last week in the celebration of the grand opening at the Kroc Center, which will be our annual Walk It Out fundraiser / community event. So tune in for more on that in the future. I didn't really advertise much for that because a lot of this hasn't been planned. It was just kind of an opportunity that came out, and I couldn't turn it away, just the way that everything unfolded for us. So I'd like to thank Bob Burns. He's been my mentor over the past couple years, and since we met, he's just been an inspiration for me, not only because he's a sergeant major retired, but he's openly expressed his struggles and been there for me when I needed him. So thank you for that. Thank you for being here today to talk about Jordan. And lastly, I saved the best for last here, so to speak. My silent partner, he calls himself, but God wanted me to tell him that he's not my invisible partner. So big thanks to Jeff Taylor. None of this would have been possible without you, sir. You may be silent, brother, but you're not invisible. I see you. So I'm just going to quickly go over our vision here at Fellow Countrymen. The name Fellow Countrymen came about by Jeff Taylor as I was reading him some journals that I'd written when I was not doing very well last year mentally. And at some point in my journal, I had written Fellow Countrymen, and he stopped me dead in my tracks and said, "We've been thinking about a name for the organization. What do you think about Fellow Countrymen?" And it was agreed upon at that moment that that's what we would move forward with. So our vision is helping our homeless veterans. And with that being said, we had to identify, well, how is it that they're becoming homeless? Why are they becoming homeless? And it's basically because the struggles of post-traumatic stress overwhelm them to the point where they self-medicate with substances. So it's a spiral downward, and if they don't have anybody to hold them down, like I'm fortunate enough to have my bride here to help me, we find ourselves just lost, and before you know it, you lose everything. So how can we help that situation out? There's a few ways, and since this opportunity came about, I didn't feel comfortable bringing in somebody off the street and helping them out. So I thought about, well, how could we what other ways could we help them out? And I think God directed me to help out the individuals who've already looked to help themselves. And well, I don't want to start a program. I'm not wanting to be a counselor. I'm not qualified to do all that. So what can we provide for them? And through about 8 or 9 months of just researching and reading, which is very difficult for me to do because I hate to read, but pressing through it and just doing the research and partnering with other ministries that do transitional housing, decided to be the next step for somebody who's coming out of a substance abuse program. Because a lot of them have ruined their credit to the point where they can't step out on their own after they finish the recovery program. So how are they going to go out and get an apartment on their own? So we're going to be that next step, and we're starting out with just 2 individuals, two veterans. We wish we could do more at the time, but I think 2 will just give me the ability to manage that, hopefully. And I know God will give me the power to do that with our community support. But getting all the pieces of the puzzle put in place. Charlie Hall is here from Upstate Warrior Solutions, and he's agreed to partner with us and help me with that, and making sure that we are connected to not just community but the resources. I've partnered with the VA and the social workers there. So that's our mission right now. Is our program is to help the ones that are have already reached out and identified that they need to help themselves. So we'll be there to help them on a later side of that. However, we've realized in the future that there's individuals who haven't yet made it to the recovery program yet and are homeless and out there living on the streets. How can we help them? And in the future, we're hoping to build a refuge of some sort. Don't know how we don't have a plan for that yet. God's going to bring it to us one day. But have a place where they can come and stay in a cot. They'll have access to a shower. It's not going to be anything extravagant, but it'll be something better than living out in the streets. And that'll give us time to identify whether these people are truly looking for a hand up or they're looking for a hand out. Because we're not here in the business to give them a hand out. But if they're looking for a hand up, then we're going to give them that. So that's our vision for the future. We're going to be posting a wish list on our Facebook page. There's still a few items that we need: a washing machine, a set of plates, things like that. Will be on our Facebook page. And if you would be interested in donating something towards our cause, you can simply just comment with what you'll provide for us, and we'll coordinate a time for you to drop that off for us. Our internet page as well, fellowcountrymen.org. We'll be posting it there as well. So, no further ado, we got Bob Burns, who's going to share Jordan's heroic selfless sacrifice story of April 22nd, 2008.